Konami Studios.
Black Widow issue number 6. Now, this book, it should be monthly, but for some reason, it's coming out every 2 months. I think the last one was February. Why is this 2 months? I don't know. But hey, Black Widow's got a movie. She's got a book. Kelly Thompson's writing. It's really fun. This is the first issue without the artist of Casa Grande. I love their style, and I think it looks great. This issue, it looked great too. And it felt fantastic. There's something about it was just a little bit off to me. It just felt very much like a filler. Okay, here's the book we do. We're setting up the next status quo for Black Widow. We got the new costume in the last one. Rafael de la Torre is the artist on this, and it's fine. I don't think it's bad. I'm just okay. I miss Casa Grande just because that was such beautiful line work and colors and everything. But this issue was not bad at all. So we're in San Francisco. When we open up, we see Black Widow's in the middle of a fight. She's fighting some big muscly man. And you know what? It's really fun just to see the style of action in this book, because it does a great job of balancing the action and the espionage, which is a great thing to see in a Black Widow book. So she kind of breaks this guy's arms, and you're okay. And then she's suddenly maybe I shouldn't fight a guy with 2 broken arms. That doesn't seem fair. But she knocks him down, and basically she's kind of injured, and her arm herself is kind of broken, so she's trying to fix herself. And as she's healing up, she sees a duck, and it reminds her of her son. And she's okay. Memories and stuff. And basically, we cut back to a flashback, because our comic books can't just start where they need to start. We have to get you enticed with the action. That's not a problem. It's just something worth noting, and it's really cool. I like this book a lot. I don't want to keep saying that, but it's a really fun book. So 6 days ago, we see that Natasha's just walking down the streets of some place. Some girl tries to pickpocket her. She stops the girl, and it looks great. Something I like about this artwork, in particular the coloring, is that the characters are all in focus, and the background's very matted and beige and white, but all our characters, you can see Natasha's red hair very vibrantly. You can see this girl's blue shirt and her backpack very vibrantly, and it looks really cool. Basically, this kid's pretty impressive, and Natasha's who trained you to do this kind of stuff? Basically, he's you got to have more going on than you do. She asks the girl's name. She says it's Marigold. It's clearly a lie. And basically, Natasha's you know what? You're pretty good. You should just have my wallet anyways. So she gives him the wallet, and we see that Yelena walks up. Oh, you forgot these, Natasha. And I think somebody has your wallet. So we give the wallet back to Marigold, and she runs away, and Natasha's just watching, impressed. And even Yelena's this kid, I kind of like what she's doing. Maybe we should see about doing something else there, Natasha. And Natasha just goes, no. I know what you're thinking, Yelena. You want to start the Red Room. And she's no, not the Red Room, but something Red Room adjacent. We could start our own, not really a Red Room, but it'd be cool. Come on, we're both really good at what we do. Maybe we should, start a school. That seems to be the theme currently, Strange Academy, Teen Titans Academy. Maybe we'll start a Black Widow Academy. I'd read the hell out of that, actually. Because it's cool. It's you look at Strange Academy, it's there's the magic school. What about the spy school? What about the deadly class, but for Marvel? That'd be interesting to see. I would read that. So we cut back to the present, and basically, we see that Yelena's on the other line talking to her, but it's kind of going in and out, so she doesn't really know what's going on. And we get a nice few pages here. There's not a lot I can really talk about with them. The narration's just there, and you understand it's Natasha going about kicking some people's asses, and she's kind of going up a skyscraper with a grappling hook. And she's just taking certain people down. She's fighting some guy in a suit, some guy with wings, and she's these bosses. These little bosses people, I need the big boy. I need to go find him. And, she takes him down pretty easily, just ropes him up, tosses him over, and it looks pretty cool. I will say, too, I like her new suit. I know there's something very distinctive about it. It's very much like that one from Age of Ultron, except with, out the blue outlines. This one's, red and that kind of style, which it looks fine for the most part. I don't think it's, annoying or bad. I think it actually looks pretty cool. And we see that she's climbing up the side of a wall. She finds the big bad. They're looking for this guy. Ooh, I forget his name. But it's a metaphor. It's Aberos or something. And you're it's the highest point of a mountain pretty much, because, she's climbing up the side of a skyscraper, metaphors and all of that. But she blasts through the window, takes a few of them down, and when she gets inside, she realizes that the person she's looking for is not there. But before that, we get a beautiful splash page. And this is what I liked about Casa Grande's art. When we saw that, we get some nice beautiful splash pages, some great scenes with Natasha fighting. And when we see it here, just like the red smoke filling the room and like the black and the red colors just mixing into each other, and you see Natasha just taking down all these troops. It looks really cool. It is so beautiful. This is what I'm really liking about this book. You are exploring different ideas with like color and art, and it just looks so gorgeous. And this is one of those things I'm like, give me more of this. This is what I like to see in these books. It is very cool. So, the person she's looking for, they ain't there. She defeats everyone in the room. Apogee, there is his name. Sorry, I forgot his name earlier, but it's Apogee or something. He's not there. And basically, she can't get a hold of Yelena anymore. So where's Yelena? What's going on there? We can't figure out what's going on there. But Natasha finds somebody in the room, and it looks like it's going to be the girl we saw earlier that stole her wallet. And you're like, okie dokie. You're tying it full circle. Are we going to get Widow Jr.? Are we legacying off her too? We just gave her Yelena in the movies, right? So do we really need to legacy off Natasha again? I don't know. But I'm very excited. Again, it's a really fun book. It breezes by really quickly, which I don't think is a bad thing, because that's the kind of thing that you should want from like a spy character. You're in and out really quick. You don't have to give us like a lot of plot or detail. Natasha's just fighting some big brutes, some guys with wings, taking them down. She might be recruiting people with Yelena to start a new school. That's all you really need from this book, and that's all you got, and it's very fun stuff. I really, really enjoy what we're seeing here. It's very different. It's a great story for Natasha, something she is desperately needed, and while it's not as good as Casagrande's art, I really like the way this looks. It's very distinctive too, and the coloring just blows me away in this book. It looks very unique and different, so I recommend checking it out. If you still haven't gotten on board with this Black Widow book, I think it's going to be sticking around for a while, and it's very fun to see what's going on in here, so I recommend checking it out. It's definitely worth your money and worth your time. So, Black Widow issue number 6, I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.